Hello, how are you doing? Hope that you've been doing well. I picked up a few more records that I wanted to share with you, so let's get right into it. I have 4. I'm excited to share them all. The first 2 are Lana albums, and I had mentioned that in my last vinyl video. So the first one is her debut album as Lana Del Rey, Born to Die. A classic album, a game changer. I first listened to this album in 2012, and it just was unlike absolutely anything that I was listening to at the time. Just revolutionary. I know I'm really laying it on thick with my Lana love, but I just genuinely love her as an artist, as a musician, a vocalist, and a songwriter. And at the time, her style was so influential to me. So she's super meaningful to me. This is a great album. Getting it on vinyl really made me appreciate it more and kind of fall back in love with it. It sounds great on vinyl. It was almost like listening to it for the first time when I actually listened to this here record. My favorite side is the A side, and so I'll read you the track listing. It's Born to Die, Off to the Races, love that song, Blue Jeans, which was I think the first song I fell in love with, Video Games, Diet Mountain Dew, National Anthem, love that. I love the music video for that. I like the B side as well. So side B has Dark Paradise, Radio, which is great, and Dark Paradises too. Carmen, $1 Million Man, both great. Summertime Sadness, This Is What Makes Us Girls. I think that's a great closing song, and it's kind of reminds me of something specific, so it's also pretty meaningful and sentimental for me. Summertime Sadness has been ruined by the remix. I just genuinely don't like the remix, and also it's so overplayed, or it was overplayed. So yeah, kind of killed it for me, but great album, so happy to have it. Okay, the next one is her masterpiece, or we'll say latest masterpiece. In my opinion, the trifecta of Lana masterpieces are Ultraviolence, Honeymoon, and Norman fucking Rockwell. My second favorite Lana album. This is such a good album. Sounds amazing on vinyl. Like for instance, Fuck It, I Love You, which is one of my favorite songs off this record. Sounds even better. I think probably side A is my favorite because it has Mariner's Apartment Complex and Venice Bitch, and those two are like my top 2 favorite songs, or at least part of the top 5 favorite songs of all time. I love side B, Fuck It, I Love You, like I said, Love Song, Cinnamon Girl. I do like How to Disappear, but it's one of those songs where I love the lyrics, I love the melody, but I just don't love the production of it. It doesn't sound that cohesive. Diminishes the song overall for me, which is a little frustrating, but I love side C is amazing. You got California, The Greatest. Again, Next Best American Record. Love the melody, love the lyrics. I do love the guitar, the like 2 notes. I don't love the other like overall production. If you're into Lana, you may know that the Next Best American Record is a rewriting of a song that got leaked, Best American Record or the Best American Record. And that version was a bit darker lyrically, which I like, but I think this version is really fun. But again, the production makes it to where I don't really independently listen to this song. I love Side D. I mean, Bartender, great. Happiness is a Butterfly. Hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have, but I have it. I didn't initially love the name of the song, and I still don't love it, but I don't mind it. I did like it better when it was going to be called Sylvia Plath, but and I don't think I mentioned Norman fucking Rockwell, the song, the first song off the record. That's a fun one, and it's great. So yeah, amazing album. Highly recommend you listen to it. She has a new album coming out. I heard on Reddit that it's going to be released March 5th. I don't know if that's true, but the pre-order is coming January 11th, which is so exciting. It's only a few days after my birthday, so I have a feeling I'll be placing an order. Alright. Something to Tell You by Hyam. I think I'm saying that right. I have to think of this SNL skit where they introduced a fourth sister named Fryam, and I have to think about that in order to say the name, because they're sisters, so Hyam is their last name. So in the skit, their fourth sister was Fryam Hyam. But if you're not familiar with them, it's spelt Haim. So to me it looks like Haim, but it's not, it's Hyam. This is their second album, and it's my favorite of their albums. They did release an album this year called Women in Music Part 3, and that's really great. It's really good. It's probably my second favorite, but I love their stuff. All the songs are so good, like Want You Back, Little of Your Love. Those are just so freaking catchy. Something to Tell You, love that song. Walking Away, Right Now. Those are probably my top songs, but they're all really, really good, and they all flow really well. If you like their music, you should check out this video, this session that they did. It's like a little short, it's like 14 minutes. It's called Valentine, I think. And so yes, I highly recommend checking out this album as well. Just one more, and this was the unexpected kind of impromptu purchase that I just made, and it is Led Zeppelin III by Led Zeppelin. The funny thing is, I was just having a conversation with someone literally 2 days before, and I don't know why specifically Led Zeppelin III came up, and I said that it's not my favorite album, was not even like top 3 favorite albums. The next day I had this, well, 2 days later I had this. I'll tell you the story though real quick, because I'm pretty pleased. I got a gift card for Target, so I was there, just wanted to buy something purely for fun, so I thought I would buy a record, and I saw this there in their little vinyl selection, which was really limited. It was pretty much all the Pretty Woman soundtrack, Starboy, which I considered getting, and I don't know, someone I don't listen to, and there was this, but then I also saw little barcodes for Dark Side of the Moon and Damn. So I was looking to see if maybe they had either of those two, because I would have gotten those, but they didn't. But I could not find the price for this. I couldn't find the tag for this, so I figured it'd be about $30. So I got it, went to the front to pay, and the gal that was working at the register couldn't scan the item, like it wouldn't go through. And so she asked me how much it was. I told her I didn't know, so she said that she was just going to say it was 10. which is amazing because just obviously I got at least half off of the album. And it is a good album, like, don't get me wrong, I do really like this album. It just would not have been the first Led Zeppelin album I would have picked up. I probably would have wanted to get either Houses of the Holy or Zeppelin IV or Led Zeppelin, the first one. But I really like the art and the cover for it, like the way that it's interactive like this. I think it's super cool. Okay, it's a little hard to do. So listening to this on vinyl gave me a new appreciation for the album, that's for sure. I'll say probably, I don't know if I prefer one side over the other. Side one, obviously I like Immigrant Song. Being Friends is good. Celebration Day, Since I've Been Loving You. Out on the Tiles is probably my favorite song from the A side, side one. And then on side two you have Gallows Pole, Tangerine, which I love. That's the Way, which is probably my favorite song off of the second side. And then you have, I don't know how to say this, Bronniar Stomp. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but that one's really good. It's even better on vinyl, listening to it on vinyl. The last song is Hats Off to Roy Harper. So, really good album. Really good to just actually have a record and be able to listen to it in this medium. So that is it. Those are the records that I wanted to share with you. I really wanted to kind of end with something relating on music. I know I talk a lot about books and I love books, but I still have not been reading as much as I thought I was going to be this month. I had just some stuff that I've been working on, like professional development type stuff that it doesn't have to be done by the end of the year, but I want it to be done by the end of the year so that I can kind of move on into the next phase of things. And I am taking myself on a little sojourn into the woods, into a little trip, a little socially distanced trip in the middle of nowhere, a couple hours away from here, just to have some peace and quiet for a few days and purely work on creative things. And hopefully I'll read a little bit, but it's not going to be my main focus. But I do think that in January I should be able to read a bit more, but I don't know, I'll have some more of that professional development I was talking about, and then the next semester is starting, so I'll have a lot going on, but I think it'll be okay. So I am hoping to make a couple more book videos for next month, and I'll probably have a few more records to share with you. I know it's a lot. Sometimes I feel a little sick, not in a literal physical way, but like bloated on consumption when I buy a lot of stuff at once. It's just a lot. Not to say I'm not a materialistic person, because obviously I am. It's just sometimes I like to chill a bit, pump the brakes a bit when I treat myself. And this time of year it's usually like that, just with the end of the year, holidays, birthday, that kind of stuff. It's fun to do, but it's not everything. I definitely don't want to send like a message where you have to just keep buying things to be happy. That's not true at all. I just genuinely love music, and I've wanted a record player for the longest time. So I actually only just got one as a gift. for Christmas, and I knew it was coming, so I bought a lot of records to prepare. I definitely overdid it. But that's okay. It's okay. Hopefully these videos have been chill, and hopefully this gives you kind of a sense of the music that I like, and maybe you can check out something new, or this can remind you of, music that you want to fall back in love with. And if you have any recommendations for me based off of any of the music I've mentioned, definitely let me know, and let me know what you think, if you have any strong feelings for any of the records I've mentioned. So I will end that one there. I hope that you take care and you stay safe and healthy for the new year. And I will see you again in the next one.